And it's rude to look at her butt.
Alright, Chu, are you all set up?
Yep.
Okay, what do you want to play?
What character do you have left?
I have a cleric, tiefling cleric left. I have a hill dwarf fighter left, and I have a half orc sorcerer.
I guess I'll go with the half-orc sorcerer.
Okay.
Beefy magic potato.
Yes. I am a Spurtborn. Proud to be a Spurtborn.
Did I give everyone their character sheet, or did I miss anyone? I'm sending yours to right now.
Okay, yeah.
I got mine.
And
It does. It sounds super unique.
Alright, all set.
Awesome. Okie doke. So let's go around. Starting from my left clockwise, you guys can introduce your characters. So Remnant, you're first. No problem.
Sounds right.
That works. You don't. It's optional.
I'm gonna live in the nowhere corner.
So Remnant says, before you stands a tall, lanky high elf dressed in simple clothes and dark leather armor with various inscriptions in different languages. Sometimes just letters rather than full words. A dark blue cloak covers most of what he carries, but one can easily see the hilts of a rapier, dagger, and quiver of arrows at his belt. I give a fidgety bow to those present. Names, I named these and I don't know how to say it. Bean Day, Helkier. Thank you, Remnant. Chew, you're next.
Alright. Before you is a young, medium size, of 5'7", half orc, kind of look like a handsome version with clothes of the Hulk. And he carry broadsword, I think. He carried 2 daggers on the 2 side of his trouser. A quarterstaff on his back, and just a set of common clothes of every adventurer. He bowed to everyone and say, "Name Justus," or just us. I have no idea.
However you want to pronounce it. I figured it was Justice, but that works.
Yeah. "'Tis thy, Justus."
Thank you. Aska, it's your turn.
Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this name, so I'm just gonna go with something else. There stands
Poison Bunchman, if that's how you want to say it.
Jason.
Or if you want to change your name, you could change your name. I don't care.
I'm just gonna use a nickname. Our made-up nickname. Yeah. Bleh. Anyway, an above age of drinking man, about 5'8", messy hair. Just tends to just keep quiet most of the time. They call me Flea, and not for the reason you think it is.
They called you Flea. Is that your name? Flea?
They call me Flea.
Okay. Just want to make sure I got it right. Awesome. Thank you. You tell me you're next. Just introduce your character, describe them. Add a little flavor if you want. Give them a little bit of personality. So, detail is Zuaro Corvontos, the wildest cat from the west, the fluffiest and fastest paws known to man, a druid from the thickest trees. They're wielding a dagger and a club, and they are neutral and love to follow the laws. And they're wise as heck. Awesome. Okay. So let's get into the story. If everyone's ready.
Yep.
I'm ready when you are.
So, okay, we'll call you Zoo. When you guys all arrive in a town and have been staying there for a little bit, we're looking for some adventuring work, but none seem to be coming your way. It seems to be a fairly quiet town for the most part. One day you all are hanging out in the tavern, and it's a normal day like any other, except all of a sudden in the tavern, which seems to be pretty quiet for a tavern, you hear coming out from outside in the streets the cries of a woman. And you guys run outside, and there are many people crowded around this woman, who's sitting on the ground on the street next to the tavern. And she's actually next to the cellar door. It's open. In her arms, she's clutching a young boy of about 7. His limp body is covered in cuts and bruises. As you guys are trying to assess what's going on, the innkeeper bustles out of the tavern saying, "If I've told you boys once, I've told you 1,000 times," but cuts himself off when he sees the scene before him. An old halfling woman carrying bundles of herbs pushes through the crowd as well and kneels down examining the boy. The tavern owner quickly runs to the cellar door and slams it shut, sliding the lock mechanism closed. What do you guys do?
What the hell is it?
You're just gonna run up and kick the door open?
Y'all go get Zoo.
Alright. So, you run... Make a, Are you trying to do this stealthily, or are you trying to be bold about it and in front of the innkeeper? Alright, so as you start approaching the cellar door, the innkeeper stands in front of you and says, "You're not allowed in there. No one's allowed in there. It's closed for a reason." Okay. Roll a perception check. Remnant. So you're trying to listen in on what's going on around you, but there's so many people whispering and chattering. Things like this don't happen here. But you can't quite pick up what they're saying. You hear the woman crying something about her son being bruised, but not much else after that.
Are we in like the side of the woman? Or is she locked inside the room?
Um, no, she's in the street. She's holding her
Uh,
son in her arms, and she's crying. And there's another woman next to her, a halfling woman, examining the boy.
Can I go up
The
next to
innkeeper
Zoo
is standing
and
guard and
ask?
keeping an eye on you, Zoo. Sorry, go ahead, Ascot.
Can I go near Zoo and ask the innkeeper why not? Why people can't go down there?
Sure. So you walk up to the innkeeper, who you guys know as Martin Finn, since you guys have been staying here for a while. You're familiar with his name. And he says, I've been trying to keep those boys out of that cellar for a while. They keep trying to steal my cider. They're not allowed in there at all. This is privately owned. This is where I keep my supply. No one is allowed in there.
Well, that's understandable. This is a business and not your business really, but what kind of attack rats do you have in there?
Sometimes we have rats in there, and it's a cellar. It happens to everybody.
Well, I'm more talking about what retail attacked the boy.
I'm not sure. Maybe ask the woman over there who seems to be hovering over him. She might know. All I know is I don't want anyone in here. I don't want them stealing my stuff.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
I will steal away.
I guess I'll walk up to the woman and ask what's going on.
Which one? Are you walking up to the mother or the halfling woman?
The woman. The mother.
The mother?
Mm-hmm. Hey
Okay.
lads, what seems to be the problem?
She is like whimpering, almost holding her son, and she looks around for a moment, and she says, "I heard my son Theo call out for help, but where's Malik?" And she seems to get even more worried as she's not seeing this other person who she keeps calling Malik, and like. I don't know where he is. He must have gone down there with them.
Where's this down there that you're talking about?
This cellar, the kids are always playing in it.
Hey.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. I believe it's still.
Yeah, it is sleight.
No.
It is sleight of hand.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
I'm out. He's a dank.
Yeah, you slip it off of him. It doesn't even feel a thing. Nobody sees anything.
He was born to be stealing stuff.
You find four gold in there on his person at the time.
Great.
Oh, that's weird. As I'm coming back, can I look over the midget? The little kid?
The kid?
Yeah, do a medicine check. Just to look over?
Okay, go ahead and roll a wisdom or medicine check. If you're proficient in medicine, roll medicine.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, 16 plus 2.
Okay. So, you definitely discover several puncture like marks on him, one particularly on his neck. And you get a closer look at the one on his neck that seems to be standing out the most, and you notice a green like very tiny drop of green like liquid around the wound area. It's not a lot. If anybody else was looking, they would have they would have passed right over it, but you noticed it.
I might point to the medicine woman and see if she notices it first, so he could get looked at carefully.
She looks at it and she says, "It seems to be some sort of poison, but if I don't know what poisoned him, I can't really treat it. Any of you guys know any sort of magic that might be able to help heal him? Otherwise, I need to know what it is to heal him."
I do not. We do not have a cleric, I think.
Unless we find what bit him.
Yeah,
Bring it
may
back.
as well bring some samples with it.
That'll be the only way we fix the situation there. Unless you got something, Zoo. I don't got any spells do poison. Noodly black
What did you say?
magic. No, spells that do poison. Detect poison. Like that. I ain't got no healing stuff.
How long do you think it's gonna take? I'm speaking to the medicine lady. To identify what poison it is.
I don't know. It all depends on if you guys could figure out what it is. I would suggest talking to the innkeeper, see if he could let you in there. Find out what it was.
Alright.
Is a monk holding on to a herbalism kit like, yep, this. You do this all the time to me, Zoo. All the time. That.
Can I storm over to the innkeeper and then try to intimidate him to let us in the warehouse?
Sure. What do you say to him?
Hey lads, we need to get in there right now. It's either let us in or I'll smash this place off.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
Yeah.
Roll intimidation then.
Okay, that's terrible. That's 9 plus 5. Yeah, and with 5 is 14.
14?
Yeah.
He looks you over for a moment. He goes, "How about this? Pay me 10 gold pieces. I'll let you in."
Sounds like a deal. I'll throw him one of my gems. That's worth 10 gold, as you say here. Yeah.
Oh, potato, you shouldn't be giving him money.
He'll look it over. Is it actually worth 10 gold, or are you trying to deceive him?
No, you actually, it's worth 10 gold. You wrote it there?
Okay.
Yeah, so one gem is worth 10 gold.
I don't know. You don't know his purse is gone, D. Or Zoo. You didn't see it.
Ain't saying where it went. What purse? I never seen a purse on that man.
So,
He doesn't know it either.
Nope.
Yeah, when
Nope,
when
you
it
don't
was there,
see
they
it.
know what to eat. Only remnant in his secret.
So you guys pay the 10 gold in total, and he goes to reach for his coin purse and goes, "What the heck? Where'd it go?" And says, "I must have left it inside." And he just puts it in his pocket for now. And he grabs a key out of his he grabs the key out of his pocket and starts to walk over to it and unlocks the cellar door. If you guys do you guys go in yet, or are you guys gonna look around and see if anything else is there before you go in?
Oh gosh.
I think I'm gonna go back to the mother and tell her that we are gonna bring Melendez, was it? Yeah, back soon. So
Malik?
don't, yeah,
Malik
Malik.
back?
Yeah, we're gonna bring Malik back soon. So don't you worry, and we're gonna cure your other son.
Alright. She's like just sobbing and nods and just like grabs your hand for a moment if you allow it, just to squeeze it and let it go. And the halfling woman, the alchemist next to her, says, "Just remember, if you could bring back any sample of what you think bit this child, I can probably heal him pretty quickly."
All right, I'll just take everything I can find.
I'm just wondering why parents are letting their kids go into a cellar that don't even belong to them. When I was a kid, we played out in the sun.
Healing spell?
May cure the wound, but it may
Cure
not.
wounds? Okay, so you want to cast it on the kid? Okay. Go ahead and roll the dice associated with cure wounds. I can't remember what level exactly it is.
Cure wounds, was it? Let me look it up for you.
And you're rolling it at first level?
So it's 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yes, so 1d8 plus 6. At first level, yeah. 1d8 plus 6.
Yeah, roll 1d8. That's a 7.
7 plus 6, that's pretty good. So that's 13 health you gave him back. Yeah, that's great. Make sure you mark down that you used one of your 4 first level spell slots. Okay? So you only have 3 more left to use. Just for that level. Great. So the boy is healed and you see the wounds start to close a little bit, but they don't completely close. Some of the poison still remains, but he does wake up. He looks very exhausted and very weak, and he says, "Malik, they took Malik." And at that point, the mother starts crying and holds her son closer and says, "Shh, it's okay. Okay, just rest. They're gonna get him."
Some black cult happening.
Hey, rest
What was
well,
that?
relax. We're gonna bring your mallet back. No worries.
Great. And then Remnant, you wanted to do something with the cellar?
I think Remnant wanted to investigate it to see whether something's funny on the entrance.
I'm curious how about how the kids got into a locked cellar. That's the last one I heard from Remnant. As he was more curious about how kids got in, so investigating the door to see if there's anything funny about it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation. $13. You notice some scuffing around the locking mechanism. It looks like someone might have tried to pick it at some point.
Okay, let's go in before he charges us another 10 gold just to get down there.
Alright, you guys follow down?
Yeah. I'll follow you.
It's not like we can't get the city watch to come around here and chew his ass up for it. Let's do this.
I just glare back to the innkeeper. Now, don't you dare lock that door behind us.
He's gonna lock that door behind us now.
Yep. But what's happened here now? It's over.
I believe it.
Alright, so Monk's the leader. Who's following after? Okay. And then after Zoo,
That will be me.
Sort. Okay.
Just this.
And then that leaves the rogue. Rogue checking for traps.
The most important person.
We don't pay him
Rogue-
enough to do that kind of thing.
I'll get to you in a second, Rogue. Hold on.
How bad can this be? Very bad.
Did you guys hear me? Oh, I think I accidentally muted my mic.
No, I didn't hear
Sorry.
anything said over there.
You said I'll take care of you in a minute, and that was it.
Okay, I'm all talking. I said, as you enter the room, it's disheveled and stacked with barrels and crates, and it gets progressively dustier and more covered with cobwebs the further you move away from the entrance. Since the rogues said that they were going to check for traps, I'm going to say that they're doing a perception check of the room. So go ahead and roll perception for me, please.
Can I, while they're doing that, can I cast like the light spell on my dagger?
Sure.
Just to illuminate it up a little bit. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Okay. So you notice that only one of the containers close to the entrance and to the south and east walls contains produce. The others are empty and contain some spoiled remnants. To the north of the room, there are a few barrels that have been knocked over in front of a door, which has been opened only a crack. To the west is a locked door, the bottom corner of which is splintered and missing a sizable chunk of wood. Hold on, let me move this out more. There we go. You can see the whole room.
Oh, we have a conundrum. Remnant just took a remnant. It's remnantception.
It's the paradox. Hi, Yumi.
Got no voice.
Sorry. The bottom of the corner of the door is missing a big chunk of wood that's big enough for a child to squeeze through. And then towards the west, the barrels get more and more damaged and broken. There are a few bits and pieces of moldy food and animal droppings about. And Remit, you also notice that there's a couple shadows moving about along the edges of the walls. Since the light spell illuminated the room, you notice them move just quickly. Only you notice some shadows move in quick motion to hide further in the darkness.
Oh wow. Some shadows moving. Were we all able to see it, or was it just Remnant?
Just Remnant.
Okay. I guess after casting this light spell on my dagger, I just like using it as a torch and then shine it around a little bit. And then have a look around, basically.
Yeah, so you look around and you see everything else, but you don't see any other moving shadows. You notice the animal droppings and the destroyed barrels and all that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Want to go in the hole? Want to look at the hole?
You want to investigate? Go ahead and roll investigation check then. And are you? Hold on.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful.
What is your sight?
Oh, that's a...
You're human. So roll again. What was it? Oh, a 1.
It's a 1.
Never mind. You can't get lower than that. I was gonna say roll again at disadvantage, but you can't. You literally can't reroll. I'm allowing rerolls for my game. Yes. I would say you can get a reroll of disadvantage, which means you get 2 rolls again, but you still have to take the lower of the 2. If you want to take a reroll. You could. You only get your cat form for 2 hours a day. You get it twice a day. Ouch. Yes, twice between long rests. So you get to change wild shape. Long rest is about 8 hours. You get to change wild shape twice in a day, and I think it only lasts like an hour. No, not real life hours. 8 hours. Like so you could say you sleep, and it would take 8 hours in the game. Yeah. Exactly. But not like we don't actually have to wait 8 hours. No.
It depends on
Goodness,
like
no.
the scenery and the DM, like the day going by. Not like we're 8 hours.
Oh, we ain't playing that long.
No. Yep. So you could use it. You could also save it if you want to. Okay. You do have, like I said, we do have the rerolls. If you wanted to reroll, I would say you could reroll at disadvantage. So you could take like another 2 rolls and take the lower of the 2. So you still get the disadvantage, but you still get a chance to get a better roll. It's up to you. That's what you want to do. Okay, cool. So I will let you take that one. I mean, it could be worse. So as you're investigating the hole in the door, your hair gets caught in some of the jagged pieces of the corner of the door, and as you pull your head back, you kind of rip out a few pieces of your hair, and you yelp loudly.
Ow!
Ouch.
And when that happens, 2 giant rats pop out of the corners of the room, because now you got their attention. Everybody roll initiative!
Oh boy.
Time to taste like baby.
Alright. It's initiative time. That's a 3. Oh my god.
Oh, it's on 8 plus my initiative bonus, which is 4. 8, 9, 10, got 12.
Ascot Troll?
What?
Did you get Troll total? What do you get for your initiative? I just writing it out for
Yeah, I got
okay.
12. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Okay, so detail is 7 plus something. Detail, check your
Detail.
initiative in your paper, right next to the 30 feet.
Well,
Yeah.
it says armor class and initiative.
Yeah, it's next to the word 30 feet. Yeah, plus 2. Great, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
So we have a 12 from...
I wrote that down for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Chose
Awesome.
making it easy on you.
You are amazing.
I should stay in this accent for a while.
Yes, you should. Might speak like I'm in the down under. And welcome back, Ella.
I don't. Hi,
Just got done with
Ayla.
rehearsal.
Cool.
Now we have to see how bad the lag monsters are at the show in the morning.
Aska, what's your dexterity bonus?
My dexterity bonus is +4.
Thank you. Okay, Remnant, you get to go first. Yeah, there's a lot of monsters back here. Yeah, I would say they're within 5 feet of each other. Yeah.
Ooh, rapses!
They want all cheese.
Or peanut butter.
They're taking our jobs.
Okay. I think that's a ranged attack. I believe. Or using the cantrip. You're using the cantrip. Got it. Action splash. Sorry, I thought you were literally throwing acid, but you're using the cantrip. Okay. That's easy enough. So one succeeds, the other does not. So go ahead and roll your 1d6 acid damage. Awesome.
They
Well,
won't tell you that. You have to wait till you kill them to find out.
yeah.
Yes. Alright, so next up is Ascot.
Okie dokie.
Or Flea.
A flea. I like to.
A noodle flea?
Shh. Don't tell my secrets now. I like to punch it. Or kick it.
Go
Yeah.
for it. Are you gonna move?
A little bit forward towards them. Yeah.
Which one? There's two. Which one do you want to be?
Which one's closer to
Do you
me?
want to be in between them, or?
Well, I don't want to be in between. I'll be on the one that's on my right.
Who's on your right? This one? Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, the one I'm in front of. I don't want to be in between, but I want to
Okay.
try to punch.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
That is a...
12 hits.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. So... Because you don't have it on here for the punching thing.
It should be an unarmed strike. An unarmed strike is, I think, 1 plus your strength modifier.
My strength modifier is 1, so that would be... Ooh, I don't know. Holy heck. I thought it was a plain 4 for unarmed strike.
I believe it's your strength modifier.
Yeah, I think it's 1 plus your strength modifier. It has always been that way, I think.
Oh, that's only a 2. So I'm saying here, like, that's kind of weird, because all I got are darts.
Now you have a short sword as well.
All I see is darts on here and 1 martial weapon.
If you go into your
Martial
equipment
art.
and treasure, it's a short sword.
Okie dokie, I see it.
Yeah.
That's information I have to look up then.
Well, the martial arts melee attack is considering that. So, you use +6 to hit.
I guess so. Because all I got is a 1 from a modifier, and if it's 1 plus 1 is... Or what? Is it 6? I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's +6 to hit. Either way, 12 hits.
Yeah, so I got 1d4 for damage. Okay then. I was getting confused. That is 3 plus 4.
So 7 damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's looking rough. You slash across it and you like open its guts and it's just like spilling out across the floor.
Oh.
That's looking really rough. D, you have to attack for one creature each. You can't attack once and try to hit both. Yeah. No problem. Okay. Now it's the rat's turn. So the first rat that you severely damaged, it's gonna bite at you. Flea. Specifically you, Flea. It's gonna be like, ow, what the heck? 18 plus 2 to hit. So 20. I believe that hits your AC. Yeah. And then a 1d4. Take 4 damage.
Who's taking damage?
You, Flea. You took 4
Oh, me?
damage. Yes.
My dad walked in and he's like, "Hi, I want candy." And it's like, okay.
Well, just put it in the catapult and fling it at him.
And then the other one is
You
going
need a
to
little
move
tabletop catapult so you can do just that.
up to you, the sorcerer, Justice.
Okay.
And it's gonna attack you. The 7 doesn't hit you for sure.
Yeah, that's it.
And yeah. So it bites at you and you quickly dodge out of the way. Awesome. Alright, next up is Zoo or Detail. What do you want to do? And Chew you're after, just as a heads up.
Okay. I already know what I want to do.
Oh yeah.
I would use the other food. I
It.
use that in the morning.
Sorry, habit.
Oops.
Yeah, use your shillelagh club. Go for it. You need to cast the cantrip first, but that's fine. Go ahead and cast the cantrip and then do it. That way you get your bonus. So what did you roll? I can't see past you. 3 plus 6 is 9, so you swing at it. Yeah, Riven can join. Of course. We have one. No, we have 2 other characters left, so. Well, you missed the rat, so I'm also gonna move you so you can get closer. You're within combat range. You swing, and the rat, even though it's hurting very severely, it just kind of like flinches up, and you just miss it. And like almost grazes its ear, but doesn't. Alright, and that brings us to Chew.
Alright.
And then Remnant, you're after.
I'm just gonna move to the area within like 15 feet cone so that I don't hit anyone except for the rats. And gonna cast my Burning Hands as a first level spell. So you have to make a dex save of 13.
One succeeds, one does not.
Okay. And then I roll a 3d6. 3d6. Okay, one take 9 damage and the other take half of it, so that's I guess 4. So yeah, one take 9 and one take 4. Of 5 damage.
Okay. As you put your hands out and the cone of fire comes out, the first one it hit literally like just disintegrates into ash, and the second one, which was already really pretty badly hurt and on its deathbed, quickly dies. It smells like burning flesh in here, and there's smoke like coming up. It's starting to cloud up the area.
It's getting hot in here.
As you guys finish killing everything in the room, it's getting really hard to breathe because of all the smoke. And
Oops.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Some of the barrels may have gotten singed in the process, so.
You're paying for that.
I don't know what he's talking about. None of this ever happened.
Other characters? Other characters?
Yeah, there are 2 more characters left. One is for Riven, and
Yeah.
I guess one is free.
Riven's gonna go with the cleric, so you get a fighter.
What species?
A hill dwarf.
Oh,
I will send you your guys' character sheet.
I want to be Dragonborn again.
Sorry.
No dragons for you! Ah. The dragon's on the table, though.
Even I have dragon wings, just saying.
Left thunders.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys just take a moment, read your character sheets while you're doing that. I'm gonna get some more water real quick.
Okay, I got a hatchet room real quick, so.
Actually, I'll be right back with water too.
Shield is on fire. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Super Inferno. I think our druid is made of rubber. Keep seeing it bounce. For rat tails? Some ancient rituals or something like that? Black magic virgin sacrifice. Why would you pre-tail eat a rat's tail? That sounds disgusting.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, back to.
Welcome back. Well, if you can make money off rat tail, then I don't blame you for doing it. It ain't that hard to get it.
Thank you, guys. We have Riven in chat.
Riven's taking rat tails.
Okay. Okay, cool. And
It's here, Revenant's there. Too many R's. Too many.
Okay.
He need a pocket of holding.
so we have both our players back, our new players back.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, if you guys want to go ahead and introduce your characters. Yeah. Ayla. I'm sure I said your name wrong because I say it wrong every year.
Ayla. It's Ayla.
I said it right?
Yeah.
I say it right? Awesome. That's the first. Go ahead and introduce your character first.
Valley. A level 4 Hill Dwarf fighter. That's all I can really know.
What was your name in that context?
Valley.
Valley. Okay.
Valee. Valley? I don't know.
I'll just call you Val. Just because.
Val will work.
Val works.
That's probably the first name I can probably pronounce. Valley.
Why'd you say Val? That works.
Yeah, I'll give you guys your character pictures. I probably should have done that from the beginning.
I assumed I looked like a turtle.
Why?
Assumed you looked like a turtle?
Yes!
That's funny.
What are you?
Human.
It's a monk.
You're a turtle, people?
No, I'm a human monk.
Why would you look like a turtle?
I was being funny.
She's being Master Roshi from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, give me the booze!
The skill discovery.
I'm a double-fisted drinker! Based on the picture.
I love that Hill Dwarf picture. I found it on the internet. It's so funny.
Definitely party animal.
Yeah, I just gave you guys the texture I used for the minis because I didn't feel like uploading another texture.
Okay.
So it's just for you guys to look at so you know what your character is. Alright. Actually, yeah, we should all go around and I don't know if we should all go around and reintroduce ourselves.
We'll figure it out.
May as well.
As the room starts to get even more smoky, all of a sudden the smoke starts to kind of what's it called? A tornado almost out of the room, out towards where the cellar door was, and the cellar door opens up once again, which is the reason why all the smoke is coming out all of a sudden. And you see two characters walk down the stairs. Which one of you two would like to go first down the stairs, I should say?
Since I have really low intelligence and wisdom, I'm gonna be so confused.
Well, you guys will probably have known them prior, so which one wants to head down the stairs first? Riven or Ayla? Okay, Riven's gonna head down first, so you guys see a blue tiefling with black horns and long black hair walk down the stairs, and you notice who this is. This is one of your other party members that just so happened to be sleeping in late at the inn.
Point at you. He did it.
Ruben, if you want to go ahead and continue on with your introduction.
Alright. So, my name is Justus. I am a very, well, I would say very handsome half orc. Much better looking than the Hulk. Carrying 2 daggers on 2 sides and a quarterstaff on my back. And I speak with a little bit of an Australian accent. Well, it's just us.
And
But
Justus, just us.
just us. Oh, just us.
I see what
All one
there.
word though.
I was like killing things. As Flea is a messy-haired monk.
Flea. Flea.
They call him Flea because he can't remember how to pronounce his own name.
We drinking or killing things here. That's awesome. All right, so Ayla, if you want to, did you type your name in chat? I don't remember. If you
Not
did.
yet.
Okay, go ahead if you want to. Just so people know your name and how to spell it and stuff. Let's go kill something. Buddy.
What a
Alright,
bloodlust.
and then when you see
Hey,
your druid,
I'm a hill dwarf and I'm a fighter. What do you expect?
when you see your
Sounds normal to me.
druid that goes by the name of Zoo. And I believe that's everybody, right?
What's
Yeah.
Riven's?
Except for Riven, he...
I don't think... I didn't get that name.
Riven, did you post your intro? I thought you did.
I haven't seen it, I think.
Maybe it. Oh, okay. Go ahead and post your
Just
intro,
see
Riven.
it, I'll go. Maybe still typing.
Might be.
Very dangerously in mine here.
The tiefling's grossed out and I want to kill some more things.
Ayla smash! Okay, cool. Rolling for.
Okay. Alright. So which door are you guys going to?
A young what?
Yeah.
A young
A wee lad
boy.
named Malik, and we're looking at substances that look kind of greenish.
What race?
Properly human.
This boy was attacked while playing down here, and he got poisoned by something. I'm sure it ain't no rat. And then he got a friend or a brother who's in here still missing, so we gotta find his butt. So yeah.
Okay, so we're looking for a
Let
rat.
me describe what you guys saw again. So in the disheveled room, you see several stacks of barrels, which some are now burnt in ash. There's cobwebs in several areas as well. The only containers close to the entrance are the ones that contain produce. The others are empty or contain spoiled produce or remains of anything. To the north, a few barrels have been knocked over in front of the door, which has been open a crack. And then to the west is a locked door. The bottom corner of it is missing a chunk of wood, but it's like about the same size for a child to squeeze through.
Sounds like where a midget would go.
So I guess we're looking for the brat through this door.
Very much so.
So what do you guys do? What are you guys gonna do?
The door at the chunk is locked. Missing chunk.
Yeah, you go to try to pull it and the door is locked.
I'll look over to Findy and then, hey man.
The other door has barrels covering it, so you don't know if it's locked or not. Sorry,
The
Chief,
smoke's
go ahead.
clearing up since the door opened.
Yes, the smoke cleared out when the door got open. The cellar door got open and your friends came down. It's not smoky anymore.
Okay, that's good.
We're all not dying anymore.
Just talking to Finde about, does he have like any tools to open the door? That door that seems to be locked in.
The one you are at is locked with the hole at the bottom.
Is the one without a hole locked?
There's barrels in front of it, so you would have to move them to find out.
I'll just smash it again.
You're gonna Hulk smash the door?
Well, if Detail's gonna be picking up rocks, why not Hulk smash the door too?
Oh goodness.
Okay, so you're gonna move the barrels. Go ahead and roll a strength check because they are pretty heavy. $17, that's really good. Yeah, you have no problem picking up these barrels and moving them out of the way. A little bit of a sweat, but it's fine for you. You're used to it. So you open it up, going in. Are you gonna check it for traps? Go ahead and roll a perception check then.
Lucky the barrels weren't a trap.
You don't think it's trapped. It's not locked. You don't think it's trapped.
Oh, what?
Oh, what?
No.
Hi,
I was my
Cinnamon.
midget.
What was that?
Sorry.
No stomping on the puppies.
I didn't stomp on her. She was getting down. She hurt herself.
Oh, poor baby.
I'm sorry. You're a poor midget.
But it's your midget.
Okay, so you open the door. And when you open the door, there's several cobwebs all over the room. No crack goes off. Nothing seems to attack you. And the air coming in from it's very stale, dusty.
I'm gonna use firebolt to blast the door over me, where I'm standing at. Open.
Yeah, webs.
You're gonna blast the door to the west open?
Yeah.
I thought Ayla was trying to bust that thing down.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I'll get to you in just a second, Chu.
Okay.
Are you guys going into the room while that happens?
Can I look for some flour?
Okay. You're gonna look for what?
Flour.
Yeah, you can find some flour around the area.
Okay, I'm checking out flour. For reasons.
Okay.
Cheap.
But you need the flour for.
It
So,
might be the cure.
they- as you enter the room, you see that it's also you see all the covered cobwebs everywhere, and it's very clear that it hasn't been used in a very long time. The walls are stacked with broken crates and fine wire mesh. To the west is a crack in the wall, large enough for a child to squeeze through. And you can smell the air coming in, the stale air wafting in from that area. And it's disturbing some of the broken cobwebs. As that happens, just as blasts, you hear a blast coming from the other room, what you just left, and just as blasts open that door.
I have 0 in stealth.
I'll carry the flower, getting ready for fire.
Well, now that you blasted that door open, what do you see through it?
I don't know. Guess I'll walk in and see. And well, I'll be a little bit cautious and shine my light dagger on first.
Did you guys hear what I said? I don't know if I might got muted or not.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I muted again.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm all describing stuff. So I was saying that the room to the west that you just opened was covered in splintered wood, that some of it is now ash, closest to the door. Shattered glass and animal droppings. There were clearly once rows of shelves holding bottles, but only the uppermost have been all but completely destroyed. A scratched iron-bound chest stands in one corner of the room, and to the west is a rough tunnel that has been dug through the stone wall into the surrounding earth, and it's about large enough for a human to crawl through.
Oh, good. That's what I. Good lord. Oh wait, we can have Aelin there too.
Huh?
A human-sized hole. Was there a poor child laying on the floor?
No, it was a joke.
Oh, Chew murdered.
Oh no, I blast everything open and accidentally murdered a child.
How could you?
So, what do you guys do?
Yeah, probably enter room 3 and then have a look around.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pop over to the others and tell them, oh, found a hole. Big hole.
Remnant, roll an investigation check.
Well, would you like to go through the child-sized hole or the adult-sized hole?
Right, like any of us are gonna fit through a brat-sized hole.
You can, Riven, you can also roll investigation as well. And Remnant, yes, you can use a reroll for that.
Oh, well, the midget left me.
Is really good. You got distracted, Riven, with all the spider webs about.
Yeah.
And Remnant, you notice that it's clear that a scuffle took place here not long ago. The dust on the floor is disturbed, and there's the fallen barrels outside suggest someone fled in a panic.
So the brat came this way, huh? Maybe.
Maybe.
Um. Yeah, okay. Once I heard that, I'm just gonna have a quick look around the room, see if there's anything greenish, and then I'm gonna join back with them. Do I have to roll for anything?
Okay.
Green. What's this green gunk we're looking for?
Oh, it's the
So
poison
there
kid.
is the trunk that's in there in that room.
A trunk?
You don't notice anything else other than that. Yes, in your room there is a scratched iron-bound chest in the corner.
Okay, before I leave the room, I want to blast it open, and then I'll leave. To see if there's anything inside.
Instead of chew smash, it's chew blast.
Okay. Go ahead and make a ranged spell attack on it.
Oh no! Oh my god. Okay, that is a 16 plus a 5, that's a 21.
(16 plus a 5).
Yeah, so it's a 21 in total.
Okay. So you blast open the trunk, but also you also blast some glass bottles that were inside of it.
Uh-oh.
Not all of them, but about a third of them that were on the top got.
So it sounds like it's gonna be messy.
popped open. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, you can have thieves tool if you want. I'm not gonna argue it. It's something that you probably would have. I just generated these characters, so
Well, if they're a thief, you'd think they'd have thieves' tools.
yeah, I'm not against it. You can put that in your inventory if you want. Take care, Nisha.
Take care,
Have
Nisha.
Nisha.
Have a good night.
We'll try to not die. But no promises.
Yeah.
You can click on the links in the Discord channel and have a listen to it if you want. We are live streaming it anyway.
Yes, we are live streaming. So, within the trunk, you find about, sorry, I'm doing math in my head, 26 gold pieces within a small pouch, and I would say about 17 glass bottles now containing liquid with a large spider suspended in amber, the amber-like liquid.
Ooh.
There were 20. But some of them got a little too hot and exploded.
I don't know what happened.
Spiders my boom!
I have no idea what happened.
Are we sure that Just Us is not blonde?
Hey!
Whoa.
That's just a stereotype.
I know.
That's what you find. So I would make sure you note that in your inventory. 17 glass bottles containing a large spider suspended in amber liquid, and 26 gold pieces.
Oh, hold on, let me just make a note card of that real quick.
So if he falls, he could shatter 17 glass bottles.
I mean,
That could
it
hurt.
definitely would require a roll.
A
Might require a bunch of stitches.
A spider what? Spider,
An
liquid?
amber liquid.
Okay.
A spider suspended in amber liquid.
Okay, and something else after that? Sorry, I
26 gold pieces.
okay, thank you. Got it.
You're welcome.
So, hi Danny and hi Hart.
No, there isn't a poisonous mist, but it does give a strong need vibe. You sense that you got very lucky when the glass bottles exploded, that a flame didn't touch the liquid.
And what about the spiders that were in them?
You have a feeling it's very flammable, given how strong of an alcoholic scent comes off of it.
Oh boy.
Alcohol?
And you wonder why I grabbed the flower.
Me?
Yep, it's alcohol. It's pure alcohol.
It's not, I wouldn't say pure, but it's pretty strong something. You'd have to...
Well, I ain't gonna drink it, so just gonna put it in my pocket.
Are you
have
sure?
to investigate it further to find out more, but yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll join back to the others and share what I found, except for the goal.
Okay.
Hey!
I'll share with Zoo because she was the only one in my room. Alright, guess I'll
Okay.
go join the others.
Alright. So the you guys hear the fireball come sound blast again, and shortly after you see Justice and Zoo come out of that room.
Pass some flour at Justice, just in case. Little bit of flour on you.
What do you say to them?
I found this weird bottle of like liquid and spider. I have no idea what they are, but I think I smashed 3 of them, and it's like looks like it's flammable. Might be useful as a weapon.
Wanted to make a perception check at disadvantage because the light has now left your sight detail. So roll 2d20s and take the lower value.
That's you detail. Roll 2d20. Oh no, that's a 10.
And then add your perception bonus. You have one? It's 4.
14.
So 14. You see did I get muted again? I'm
Probably.
sorry. I said you see that the pathway up ahead splits, and then you don't see much after that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you want to squeeze through a child's
I don't
hole.
think any of us are gonna fit through that hole over there.
Oh, the adult hole should be big enough.
Okay. Riven, go ahead and roll. Do you have medicine? You can roll medicine or a straight intelligence.
Ooh.
That's 5, or you could use a reroll if you want out of the donated rerolls.
So just click on the box behind you. That's for the rerolls.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again.
Yep, and then roll again.
in. From looking at it, you can't really tell what it is. You do get this when you open it. You do get the smell of alcohol coming off of it. Are you gonna drink it? I know you said you were gonna taste it.
Sniff.
Oh no, you said you would try a careful sniff. Yeah, you smell ooze coming off of it.
Me, eh?
Some sort of fermented alcoholic beverage. I don't know. Forget the kid and get wasted. Spider kombucha. Hilarious.
Pickled spiders! Screw the spider! Let's have this pickling juice!
Alright, so you got that. What do you guys do?
Well, do you guys want to go through the tiny hole, or do you want to go through the big hole?
Well, I think we're going to go through the big hole, but I don't know how we're going to get through the big one.
Well,
I ain't digging it, but I ain't gonna excavate and make it bigger.
well, we do have this really strong flammable thing that I can blast open.
I'm on fire.
Just for the record, the hole in number 3 is big enough for a human to fit through. The one in number 2 is big enough for a child to fit through.
Okay.
Well, here's the question for you.
Just
Is it a human child or an adult human?
It's a human child.
Okay, so both
And
holes are
then
very small.
the number 3 is an adult human.
Okay, that's what I was asking. The other one is a big hole. Oh no.
So you have a limit on how long you can stay in your wild shape. I don't remember exactly how long it is. Let me look it up real quick.
Was it 2 hours? Oh no, 2 hours a day.
I think
right?
it's... no, I think they have twice a day and an hour each, I think. But let me just double check, because I could be wrong. Hi, buddy.
Gosh.
You can stay in a B shape for a number of hours equal to half of your druid level. So you can stay in the B shape once for 2 hours and then again for 2 hours. And say that you guys have been in here for about an hour. Investigating so far. I would say number 2 is pretty difficult to get through, yes.
I say screw it, let's go through the other tunnel.
Yeah. One of you might be able to get through in a polymorph form, but other than that, no.
Yeah, I am pretty big. So, it definitely won't fit. Unless you want me to blast that thing open.
Why don't you do the Macarena?
Okay. So you guys go down this tunnel here. Who is leading the charge? Line up your characters accordingly. My cat is cuddling me.
Hello,
Aw.
Good
kitty.
boy.
Yes, love your mother.
I'll just stay in the middle to light the room up.
Okay.
Falling right behind them there to light the room up for them. Oops.
I have
Okay.
no excuse for
So, which
my.
you guys taking?
Oh, it splits, right?
Yes, it splits.
Let's follow the elf then.
Go ahead and check for traps. Perception.
It looks perfectly safe.
Okay. You think it's fine. You don't see anything. Just see it split off into two directions.
So we going right or left?
Alright, we're going left.
Okay. So, as you guys enter the tunnels and follow the rogue, the walls of the cramped tunnel close in around you as you crouch and crawl through the dark. A
Hey,
strong
wait a minute.
animal smell fills your nostrils. Your hands occasionally come across scrapes of fur snagged on uneven, rough walls of the tunnel.
Oh, hold it. We're going into some critter's den. You don't want to know. I feel fur.
It is.
You try touching fur in the dark, you're gonna go ew too.
It is very ewy.
As you head down the tunnel, it starts to split off again.
Oh my god, it's a puzzle.
I actually stopped at a convenience store once and went to turn the light on in the bathroom and hit fur.
Are you trying to be quiet as you go through these tunnels?
You kidding? Let me tell you, when you're trying to when you're reaching right through a doorway, trying to turn on a light, and you hit fur, it ain't fun.
Yes, you're creeping. Is everybody stealthing? If so,
Yep,
everybody's
stealthing.
check. Okay.
I am
Luckily, it was just a furry light switch plate, but still.
I am very bad at stealthing, just saying.
You expect a dwarf to
Oh,
stealth?
no, never mind. That was good.
I get an 8. Not so good.
You honestly expect a dwarf to stealth?
Get it. I love you too. Can you get off my shoulder, please?
Ow.
A 10.
You guys post it in chat so I can add it up. I see ribbons and remnants. Okay.
Well, I think we blew your stealthing.
Okay. As you carefully and quietly walk on, through the tunnels, it splits off again. I don't know if you guys said if you were going right or left or not.
Not yet.
Keep moving straight.
Lynn, please stop. Please.
Are we ending this?
Cause it starts splitting all over, so I guess I'll give my light, like dagger to someone. Gonna give it to Zoo and then walk straight ahead, cause I have dark vision of 60 feet anyway.
So
Well, I got dark vision too. Which tunnel has all the clumps of fur in it? Does the fur continue to one side or the other, or both? I'm not hearing any talking.
Kid, I think you're muted again.
alright, roll perception. I got muted again.
Who, me?
White keeps doing that.
Who roll?
You, Ayla, roll perception.
My dang dice again. Ooh, the 17.
So you notice that towards the right area is where the fur seems to be the heaviest.
But not to the left.
No.
I really don't want to follow the fur.
What you guys gonna do?
Is there any sound at all?
I mean, it's pretty quiet for the most part.
Okay.
You just hear, I mean, you're in a tunnel, so you kind of have a hard time hearing anything other than what's currently around you, which is your fellow group mates.
There's people breathing over me.
Yeah.
There you go, some ambience.
Who get the bad
Yeah,
breath?
it's similar to rat fur.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Everything is flammable here, apparently.
Fried rat. We're gonna have rat fricassee again?
Left? Okay.
Alright, and now go straight.
So what y'all
As
see
you
down
turn
those
to
tunnels?
see it turn into a dead end. And as you head to the left, you see the continue on further.
Wait, which one?
I mean,
They didn't-
to the right, not the left. Sorry. Sorry, I'm dyslexic.
What is math?
I confuse it all the time.
Directionally challenged.
Yeah. You guys keep going right?
Mm-hmm. And
Yes,
we did it.
so.
Okay.
If there's nothing down to, if there's nothing to the left.
The tunnel keeps continuing on. Nope, just a dead end.
She seems very fascinated by.
Just to say, oh, we don't know anything, and then burn everything.
Don't tempt me, because that's what I'm gonna do.
Collapse the whole tunnel.
Yep, just keep moving forward.
So as you move forward, you see it splits off again.
Oh, bloody hell.
And peeking down one area seems to be a little nest hole, but nothing's in it.
Poke a stick in it and see if anything comes out. Or see if there's any treasure in there. Poke, poke, poke.
Alright, guess may as well move ahead because there's nothing interesting. Yes. Alright, take care, T.
Thanks.
Here, tea, huggies.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Did anything come out of that hole? I poked a stick in it.
Can't hear you, Peach.
Oh, sorry. This is really annoying me. I don't know why it keeps turning off my mic. You poke a stick in it and nothing seems to happen.
No
Just seems like an
no treasure or anything in it?
no, it's just an empty nest. As you guys move down, you see that the tunnels start to kind of like spider-like separate.
Ugh, spiders.
Yes, more eerie stuff.
They branch off, is what I mean. They branch off into several different directions.
Any signs of a kid yet?
Should we start shouting? That probably wouldn't be wise.
You brat!
As he travels to the left, I guess I'll go to the right. We're over here.
As Fiend travels left,
I'm gonna have to probably pop out, guys. Let someone else play Flea.
What's wrong?
Some people were asking about some help, so I need to go do some help stuff.
Alright.
take care.
Take care.
Take care.
Thank you for hosting
Take
today.
care, and thank you for coming and playing with me and letting me play. See you later.
Alright. Good night.
So, Fiend, as you start going towards the left, or Fiend Day, I don't know, however you want to say it, you see in the middle of the room, two rats the size of spaniels piled on top of an even larger specimen. The smell of the musk, it gets way worse the closer you get to the chamber. And the floor is covered in damp, shredded wood, straw, and droppings. You hear twitching and squeaking noises all around you.
Ew.
It gets worse and worse.
Justice, as you go down that tunnel, the smell of the musk fades, but there is a thin coating of silvery red web over several different surfaces.
It's like silver web, you say?
Yes, like a thin silvery web.
Okay. I think I got spiders over here, guys. But no
Are you
rats.
shouting that?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you shout that, the rats in the room, in room number 5,
Run through the tunnel.
become alert and hiss loudly at you. And the larger specimen in the middle also turns in your direction and hisses. They have now noticed you.
I am so sorry.
No, you're not.
If you need, I can burn them alive.
You're going to burn them webs.
I probably should have made this map bigger, but oh well.
Well, you can increase the size. Oh wait, no, it will spoil everything. Never mind.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's a boss size sled.
Just bash it on the head and be done with it.
Alright, everybody roll initiative.
Terrible initiative. Okay, 2, 4. Yeah, 5. Ruben 9. Renee 1.
I thought you were sleeping them. I thought somebody was hitting a sleep spell on them.
Yeah, it was Ren. But I guess after the rolls first, and then we can probably disengage them. Detail? Roll
We're
the
currently in initiative. So, your spells are gonna happen when your turn comes up.
What's that in
When your
total?
turn.
Sorry.
Try that.
Detail, what's your initiative total? Okay. There you have it, kid.
Let me see the 10.
Yep.
I don't hear anything.
Sorry, I'm writing down the initiative rules. Okay, so sorry about that. I was organizing them. As the rat queen turns and hisses at you, she lunges forward at you, fiend, and is going to bite at you. Does a 16 hit? Yeah, 16 hits. You'll take 7 damage from that bite as her big yellow teeth bite into your flesh. As you yell in Dwarvish, bring it. Why in Dwarvish? Is that one of the languages you know? That's hilarious. Yeah, it is. That's pretty funny. Hey, I don't judge. Okay. And next up is you, Remnant. Okay, which one are you casting sleep on? Or is it an area thing? Pretty sure. Within 20 feet. Oh, yeah, go ahead and roll the hit dice. And what level are you rolling? Are you casting it at? I think you can only cast it at level 1 because you're a rogue. Okay. So roll 5d8. So... Damn.
Oh, wow.
God damn it. As you cast the sleep spell, the large rat queen falls asleep. That seems to be the only one affected, though. The other two are still hissing at you. Actually, it's the lowest in current hit points. So it'd actually be, I'm sorry, starts at the lowest. It would actually be the two small rats fall unconscious. The big one doesn't. My bad.
Oh boy.
Um. Yeah, I guess that's it for that. It's supposed to be the rat's turn, so next up is Ribbon. No, Detail, because you actually rolled a 10, right?
Yes.
A 10. So Detail, you're next, and then Ribbon. I need to correct that.
Just the two little ones.
Two little one, the big one's still alive. At least
Mama Rat's still awake.
Yeah, just the two small rats are asleep. The big rat that's right in front is awake.
Awake and pissed.
That's so funny. How come whenever I'm in my games and I cast sleep, it never works, but when my players cast it, oh no, then it
Murphy's
works,
Law.
I guess.
Ask Scott about how stealthy noodle dragons are.
We constantly always have someone roll 1. It's mandatory.
That's true.
Well, until we figured out the spell, until some of us learned that spell that gives us a +10 on our stealth rolls. Right.
Or you can just walk casually.
No, if flying casual is dangerous, walking casual will be too.
No, it's not.
Never fly casual. Chew the softball.
Okay, so in a 20-foot radius, fog cloud forms.
Oh, great. Now we can't see when the little buggers attack us.
So your vision is obscured, and you have to maintain concentration on that. Zeus, so Detail, so if you get hit, I'm gonna have you roll a Constitution saving throw. And what that does is, you roll 10 or higher, then you get to keep holding on to the spell. If you roll less, then you lose the spell.
Not yet. When you get
Alright.
hit first.
When you get hit, when you get attacked. I will tell you when to roll it, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. You also can't cast another concentration spell, so keep that in mind. Alright, so the fog cloud is now up in the 20-foot radius, and you don't see... hold on, let me do this.
Great. Now we can't see the rat. How are we gonna attack it?
Blindly. Just attack randomly and blindly. It will always
Yeah,
work.
so it can attack us from behind. Smooth move.
So that area is obscured.
You realize they got a sense of smell too, don't you?
I don't know that. Alright, next up is Ribbon. It's your turn. And after that is Ayla, so just be prepared. Okay, Ribbon. We're gonna cast Bless on Zoo. Okay. So, Zoo, you now have a D4 that you can add to your attack rolls or saving throws. You can only use it once per round, though. This is a heads up. So when we go through the order, you can only use it once in that order, and then we go to the top of the order again, then you can use it again. Keep that in mind when you're rolling things. Alright? Is that it for you, Riven? Okay. And no, you don't have to roll for that. It's just when he wants to, or when she wants to use the D4, she can use the D4. That's why. And it's only on attacks or saving throws. Which is a good plan because if you need to maintain concentration, good to have that. Okay. Next up is Ayla. And then Chew, you're after.
Well, there ain't much I can do because I can't see the rat to attack it.
Well,
And somebody decided to hide it. All I can do is stand there with my sword out, cursing very colorfully and dwarvish and gnomish.
you can hold your attack if you want.
I mean, that's all I can do because I can't see what the rats do. I can't see the rat.
What attack are you going to hold your melee attack until a rat becomes in range?
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Or until it comes out of the fog.
Okay. I just want to know what your trigger is, so that way if it does get triggered, I can let you know.
If the rat comes out of the fog at us, then I can attack it. But until then, I can't see to hack it or throw a javelin.
Okay. Chew, it is your turn then, while Ayla holds their attack.
Right. I guess it's only 20 feet anyway, so I guess when I hear all the hissing, I move back to the opening. Throw back. I'm gonna throw one of the bottle into wild air and then cast Burning Hands on that bottle. If that's allowed.
In what direction?
Well,
Probably in the direction of the hissing.
Because when you get back, you do see a cloud of mist obscuring the area where you hear the hissing coming from.
but I'm probably gonna see the lights from Zoo. The dagger that gave Zoo anyway, so probably the direction that she's facing.
Well, looking at where the cloud is, I think it's kind of blocking your view of the other tunnel.
Yeah, I think the way the fog cloud works is it obscures your vision. It doesn't.
Ah.
All you can do is throw towards the hissing and pray.
Yeah, it doesn't really say exactly what it covers, but I'm gonna say that it's probably going to block that.
Yep. That's all right.
You hear hissing and all that coming from that direction, but you also don't see your teammates. You just see that cloud.
Okay. Hold on, because I don't see the rats. I can't really cast anything with that.
I mean, you can still try to attack. I'm not gonna stop you from casting that spell. I'm just warning you, you don't see anything. So
Okay, if anyone dies, I'm sorry. May as well do it.
I'm going to have it. You're gonna do it? Okay, I'm gonna have you roll first a perception check at disadvantage
Oh boy.
to see if
Oh boy.
you're out. You're going to cast it in.
15. That's 15. That's 18. Yep.
Okay.
Well, at least I'm
Plus
behind
what?
Zoo. At least I'm,
Wait, so it's
I'm closer to
perception,
50.
right? So yeah, it's 16
Yes.
in total. The lowest.
I'm
16.
back
Okay.
away, so I should be safe.
Should be safe.
Alright.
You roll for a dex 13.
Yep.
Because I throw a flammable stuff, does that add in anything? Oh.
I think, Zoo, I'm gonna have you roll a dexterity at advantage because you're only gonna be slightly in the way.
I'm sorry.
You're mostly accurate, but you're not entirely accurate. Let's just put it that way.
Just roll in d20. Twice.
Yeah, roll it twice and then you take the higher number.
So 13.
Okay, so 13 plus dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw number. It's under saving. Okay. So you got just in time as you see this bit of flame burst out from the mist. You just managed to duck out of the way. Mine rolled a 12. I don't know what your DC
13.
is.
13.
Whoa, fire-breathing rats!
So go ahead and roll your damage.
Does the alcohol add to the damage, or it's just like make the spread further?
You don't know.
Okay.
When you
Alright.
threw it, you don't know if you hit it.
Alright, that's
You have no
3d6.
idea.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
Okay. Alright, so you hear a loud screeching sound following your fire.
I have a strong belief that I hit it.
You hit something.
I hit something. It's hissing.
Hey, they got fire-breathing rats in there!
Alright, so I'm going to roll. Oh, I rolled 2 twos at the same time. Okay. Are GMs allowed to use rerolls? Because that would be dope.
Actually, the rules that we have is actually yes, if you want.
No, I'm not gonna do it. It's fine. So you hear something snapping at you in the fog, but you don't know what it is. But nothing seems to hit you. Remnant, it's your turn.
Almost your turn. I'll be right back.
Can't see nothing.
What is your passive? Is it really high? No. No, you don't see anything. Just a gray wall. Yeah. Gray wall of fog. Okay, trying to think how I'm gonna do this. Roll your attack at disadvantage. Yeah. Roll it at a disadvantage. So your arrows shoot into the mist. That's it. You don't know if you hit them or not. You didn't hear anything though. Next up is detail. Yes. Okay, you can do that. Sorry, I forgot to ask if you wanted to use your movement. Is that it for your turn, Remnant? Before I go to detail? Okay, cool. Detail, it's your turn. Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah. You're not quite sure which area is which. Okay. Go ahead and roll again. Four, so 8. You're still having a hard time figuring it out which way is which in the fog. It is a concentration spell, so you could drop it if you want to as well. Okay. You don't want to use any movement at all or anything? Okay. Riven, it's your turn. Rats of fuck. Yeah, you could definitely use that. Go ahead and roll a d4. So you're gonna roll 1d4 dice. See if you can add it to your. Okay. Did you roll your d4? And I'm letting you go ahead and do it now, and then I will go to Riven's turn. No, it's okay. He didn't realize he still had the bless, so he wanted to use it. No. So roll a d4 detail. Yeah. And you add that to your what you rolled last. You rolled a 4 plus 4, so that was 8 plus another 4 on top of that, so that's 12. Right? My math is right? Yeah.
Yep. 3 times 4 is 12.
You think you can figure out a way to get you through the fog, and as you start to step through the fog, you turn around and you don't see your companions. So you think you might be able to get through it, but you're not sure you can guide other people through it. It would be very difficult to guide the whole party through. Yeah, but it would have to be on everybody's turn, and it'd have to be a very cohesive. It wouldn't be easy, is what I mean. It'd be very difficult. I'm gonna say you didn't roll high enough to communicate it well enough, is what I mean. So, yeah. Because that check would have been your whole action. And then you have your bonus action. You could probably, like, if you wanted to drop the fog, I would allow that. If you wanted to relay something quick, but it's not a matter of going back and grabbing everyone's hand and then moving forward, because you would have just you'd have to drag everybody else with you, and that's considered another action.
Gee.
Yeah. You've already used your action, is what I mean. You already used your action to determine just getting through the fog. So you wouldn't be able to go back just yet. I mean, you could try. You could I would give you the free action of telling Vaylee, like, follow me, and it's up to Vaylee if they want to follow you or grab onto you. But then it would have to go around towards your turn again for you to move that one person is what I mean. Right? Because a drag is a whole action. And then everybody would have to be coincided with each other to drag each other on their action. It would take a while. Sorry, you don't have to go alone. I'm just telling you that you can figure out your way through the fog on your own right now. You could relay to them to follow you if you want, but it's not a guaranteed that they're gonna follow you, is what I mean. Right? Yeah, you could use the bonus action to drop the fog if you wanted to, though. I will allow that.
Do we still hear any hissing?
Yeah, you definitely still hear hissing. Just one large one, though, not the multiple.
Or shouldn't the others be snoring?
Do rats snore?
I don't know.
Maybe.
No, we don't know.
You never know.
Maybe. Okay,
If
yeah, you can
dogs,
drop the
if dogs
fog
can, why can't rats?
Depends on what you say.
We ought to see what kind of damage that the fire did, though.
Yeah. So you want to drop the fog, D? I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to help you with your turn. Sorry. I hope it's not coming off that way. When we get to actions and stuff, it's kind of difficult. I'm sorry. Yeah. No worries.
No, it's not slowing.
Okay, so as you guys are trying to get your bearings and do you think you figure it out, you turn around and you realize that you don't think you can communicate to everybody easily enough, and you can't really rely on, just your perception alone with theirs. You're not sure if they're perceptive enough to follow you through this, so you decide to drop the fog. And now you guys can see the area. And you see torch marks going across. Oops, sorry. I didn't want to move you justice. Across the tunnel. And it's the face of the Rat Queen is burned, and the tunnel entryway right next to her is also burned.
Bastard rat! Now I can see!
Alright, now Riven, it's your turn. Okay, Bailey, so actually, yeah, you're right. Bailey, that would trigger your hold action too, as well, because now you can see the rat. My bad.
Second
Thank
flash!
you for reminding me. So go ahead and roll your attack if you're going to run up to the Rat Queen and attack it. I don't know what just happened.
So 14 plus 5 for 19.
Okay. That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Come on. Silly thing. Eight plus 3 for 11.
$11 damage. It's looking really rough. The Rat Queen is looking really rough. She staggers a bit. And there's like pussy blood coming out of her face. She turns and hisses at you. Is that it for your turn?
Do I get another one? Another action?
Do you have another action?
I don't see anything about a bonus.
Oh, you have a basic, so you do not. Gotcha. Okay, so, Riven, it's your turn. I know you stepped out of the way, but, I forgot
that was my delayed turn.
Yeah, that was her delayed turn anyway, so you still have a turn if you want to go. And Chew, you're up next, just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Riven said she wants to mace bash it, so go ahead and roll your attack.
I must have missed seeing that.
Oh, 14. Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. So, 5 damage. Awesome. How do you want to kill the Rat Queen?
Alright.
Describe it. Describe it.
Nice, that ratatouille recipe coming up. That's funny.
I don't know what you're talking about, Detail, but I definitely will.
Thank you, babe. What's that? Salad? Oh, cool. I can't eat them because they're peas. I'm allergic to peas. Sorry. Thanks, babe. My husband made me dinner. He's super nice. And he also made me a pea salad, but I'm allergic to snap peas.
Well, that wasn't quite so nice then.
Well, he didn't know.
He should know by now, right?
I have a lot of allergies, so it's hard to keep up with what I'm allergic to. So, I don't blame him. So, Bo, noticing that Zoo slid out in front of her, and she no longer has a meat shield, grips her mace menacingly, sees the fog clear, and she screams, "Thank the gods!" and swings that mace around and down on the queen rat's head, cracking the skull open and splattering the ground.
Good move!
Then ew.
Nice move!
Nice. Job. Okay, so you currently aren't in combat because there are 2 sleeping rats still.
We just slit their throats and be done with it.
Wait, I haven't killed him?
You really want to grow up into queen rats?
Are you guys going to attack them, or are you going to just leave?
How long will they stay asleep? Can we trust them up and leave them?
I don't know how long sleep lasts for.
I don't know. If it's only 2 left, right? May as well kill them.
You have very little time left. It's only a minute.
Yeah, just gonna kill them anyway. Let's just do it.
Kill! Kill!
Okay.
Alright.
Justice, go first, because you said it.
Yeah, because they're in a cold position right now, so I'm just gonna cast an Burning Hand. Phew! Go for attack save.
And Riven's attacking as well. Okay.
Oh wait, is Riven attacking? Do they look damaged enough?
There's 2, so one of them you can attack one can attack the other. Both roll. Riven, roll your damage, and it's a critical because they're on the floor, so they're prone. Who did you roll attack?
I'm gonna roll 5 both instead of Burning Hand, if that's alright?
You're gonna what? Firebolt?
Yeah,
Go for it.
5 both. Roll to hit, right?
Oh. Yep. I believe so.
That's a 10 plus 5, that's a 15. So 15. Does that hit?
Yep, definitely hits.
And the damage will be 2.
Your damage, is that doubled?
Is mine a double as well?
Yeah, because they're prone right now.
Okay.
So you double the dice, Ribbon, so you just, whatever you rolled, you add it, you double it.
Oh, multiply by 2. That means. So it's a 4 on my end.
And I think Ribbon's, yours is,
Ribbon had 3 plus 1.
So multiply by 2, that's 8.
so you hit them, and you definitely take a chunk out of them, but now they're awake.
And pissed.
And now everybody, we get back into the initiative order. I'm gonna start back up from the top, which is Remnant.
Meow, meow, meow.
An 8 misses. You shoot, and the arrow hits the ground next to it as they spring up into action. Okay. Now it's the rat's turn.
Oh my god, why is she laughing? Why is she just smirking?
One is going to attack you, Riven, and the other is going to attack you, Chew.
Go for it. I brought this on myself.
Yeah?
So the one attacking you, Riven, is a 12. Does a 12 hit? Okay. And then the other one definitely misses. So they bite at you, but they're kind of staggering a little bit because you hit them while they were down. And they miss you completely.
And they're still trying to shake off the sleep.
Mm-hmm. Next up is Detail. It's your turn.
Need coffee.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attack.
Actually, roll a d20 first. I think you need to roll to hit.
Yeah, go and roll the d20. The d8 is your damage die.
Yeah, you gotta roll the d20 to hit.
Yeah, d20 to hit. 14.
There you go. That definitely hits.
Smash
Now,
it!
go ahead and roll your d8. Or you can take the last roll, but I'll let you re-roll it if you want. There you go.
Nice.
Plus the damage modifier, so...
Smash it!
Plus 6. Yeah, that's a good damage modifier. So, you pick up your club, and you whack it down, and you hit it square in the head, and it just kind of like jello hitting the floor splatters everywhere.
Nice.
That's so cool. We're having a bloodbath.
Riven, it's your turn again since we're back in the order.
Or Riven still ghost out from the last time going ew 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 ew.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
That's a 14 or something.
Hits. Yep, definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, and you also just start bashing in the rat. First you hit its tail and it smashes out, and then it's in midsection and it smashes, and then you lob its head across the cave.
Nice.
Wait.
I love you knocking it across the room.
So now you have this empty rat nest in front of you.
Oh
Well, let's
god.
see if there's anything in the nest. Search it.
I'm gonna be right back real quick. If you guys want to search, roll an investigation roll, and then tell me what you get afterwards.
As well. Investigation 0. Wow.
You rolled a 0?
No, I rolled 13, but that's 0.
Well, I got I got a thing at 0 too, so don't feel bad.
We would never know. All we are about to find out.
Look like you and I had the high rolls.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Welcome back. No worries.
Alright, so let's see. We have a 13, 11, and a 13. And 9. Seems. Okay. So Remnant, you wanted to examine the rat queen. When you look at her, she actually looks a little bit malnourished. You suspect that she hasn't eaten for quite a while. And the same thing goes for the other two, what you could pick from them. What remaining bits you could pick from them. You guys scatter around the room and you find some remains of rotten food pieces, kind of similar to what you found earlier, and not much else. It looks like there were a lot more rats at some point, but you don't see them in here. There's this nest is big enough for more rats, but you only ran into 2 and a queen, so.
They ate all the others. Ooh.
What do you guys do? You gonna keep moving, or you guys
Let's go on. Let's continue on.
Yep, let's continue on.
move your characters to where you want to go?
I'm gonna
Sue, are you leading the charge?
follow right behind.
Okay, cool. Continue down. You start the silvery thread starts to get thicker the farther down you go.
Hey, Justice, move it. You're holding up the show here.
And you occasionally pass insects and a mouse, some small animals ensnared in some of the web. The further in you get, the thicker the air gets with rot.
With what?
So then the path starts to split again.
Bloody hell. Okay.
Alright, let's continue to go right.
So, as you go farther in, the tunnel begins to open out into a larger chamber. The walls and ceiling are covered in the thick webbing, and hanging from the ceiling are desiccated corpses of 3 giant rats.
Oh my god.
No thanks.
Is anyone proficient in perception?
I want out of here.
Perception, no.
You can tell if you're proficient if it has, if it has a check mark next to it.
Yeah, it's a little star.
Yeah, the little star asterisk thing.
I want out of here.
There should be a star asterisk after the thing, the skill perception.
I'm gonna go back and go left. We'll try to. No spiders, no spiders, no spiders, no spiders.
Riven, it helps the lags if you camp on the miniature. Just say, like, camp right on one of them.
No spooters, no spooters.
Anyone else proficient in perception?
Nope.
I think Remnant might be.
No one's the spooters.
No, I'm not. Remney, are you proficient in perception? Check for the little star. Oh, there you go. There he is.
Yes, so you have the star next to your skill. So, Remnant, you notice that in the middle, the body appears to be squirming as if something is moving within it.
Oh, frill. The brat must be in there, and I hate spiders. Is the squirmy thing big enough to be a kid?
Well, it's just the corpse is squirming. Of the giant, there are 3 giant rats, and one in the middle is squirming.
Ooh! There's baby spooters! Ew, 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 ew! I'm gonna try and back out of this chamber. If I can get past the ones behind me.
You could certainly try. Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
Screw stealth! I want out of there!
Okay. Well, as you go to move out,
Hi, Crystal, and hi, Zosma. Oh, they don't have their voice on.
as you go to move out, a bone spider comes around the corner. And
From behind or in front?
You. Yep. In front of you.
Ah! Oh, in front.
Well, now you're behind because you turned around to run away.
No, I was backing out.
Okay. Then in front.
Well, actually, wouldn't it be in front of Justice and Zoo?
It's right here where this little opening is.
Ah!
Oh my god. Right in the middle of us.
Back. Hex slash before I back even faster. Roll a d20. Hello?
Kid, you doing alright?
Hey. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, stupid Mike. Yes, roll initiative. I'm sorry.
What?
Everybody roll initiative.
Or do I get my hack and slash yet since it's right in front of me first?
Nope. You weren't stealthy enough and it has surprise on you.
That's a 13.
It was waiting.
3. Well, I'm still backing and going. Ew.
Rimney and Detail, what are your dexterity? Actually, I can look it up. Why am I asking? Dex bonuses. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Well, Ribbon and I have the same score too.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up in a second.
So this, I guess, comparing the passives. Dex, I guess. Passive dex
Yeah,
is the
I'm
number.
comparing Dex
Yep.
goes first in a die. It's just because it's easier. Alright, Chu, you're first. So you hear behind you Valley screaming, you get it away, get it away.
What's a few choice cuss words?
I guess, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. I guess I'll be very near it and cast Firebolt on it.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
That's 15. Yeah, that's a 15 total.
Hit.
Hit, alright.
Definitely hit.
Alright. And that's a 9 damage.
Nice. You hit it in the back of its spider butt, and you hear a sizzling sound as the flesh is melting off of it. Well, it's
got
at a
flesh?
high-pitched screech. That's spider flesh.
It's got bones. It's the bones. It's bones. It's got flesh.
A bone spider.
Well,
It looks like it's made of
Not completely
bones.
bone. What do you think attaches to bones?
It's still not flesh.
It's got some remains on it.
Ligaments, maybe.
It's got desiccating remains on it. It's got a...
Yeah.
Okay. The next turn is the spider's turn. And when the spider lets out a screech in pain, you hear the sound of like something bursting open behind you. And you see a bunch of smaller spiders come out from that squirming body.
oh my
I
god.
knew it!
Oh my god.
I knew
Head
it!
towards you. And the bone spider going to attack you, Vaylee, since you were the one that got its attention.
I knew it.
Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
Don't think so.
Not with 18.
Alright, so it goes to bite at you and you quickly like stagger back and climb onto other people to get out of its way.
I'm squishing Fendi now.
Next person is Fiend, however you want to say it.
Perfect.
Fiend
After I just walked over him.
No worries. Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. So, detail on when you get attacked, you can use a reaction to use your shield. You can only use one reaction per round. Yeah. No. So everybody gets a round. It doesn't take away from your turn.
It's called a reaction action. So
Yes.
yeah, it's like a
But
bonus
you can
action.
only you can only use it
Like
once.
Bailey backing all over Fendi, going ew 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 ew.
So when we go through the round, like everybody does their thing, you can use it once per that time, and then when it goes back to the top of the round, then it resets and you can use it again. If you get attacked, you can use your shield. You can try. I would say you could push past them for half your movement. Remnant, to answer your question. It's going to be a difficult terrain kind of situation.
Remnant said be right back as his puppy is anxious.
Oh, okay. I'm going to move him back a little bit since he wanted to. There you go. Next up is Detail. It's your turn. Okay, so if it's the reaction of the spider attacking you, it doesn't have to be your turn for you to use a reaction. Reactions are meant for when it's not your turn, basically. Yeah, no problem. D&D's a lot to learn.
I probably should add
I
that to my
salute you for
class
just
too.
jumping in the deep end, because that's the best way to learn, is just jumping in and playing.
Yeah.
Learning as you go.
But yeah, a quick learner for like someone who just played it for the first time.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Now, there's been a number of changes since the first time I ever played D&D.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're playing a druid, which in my opinion is probably one of the harder classes to play.
I mean, there's been a number of changes since the 80s.
Yeah. Okay, you could still attack. Well, so you want to move your person around it. Is basically you just want to stand in the way. That would be your movement. So I would say you could still attack.
I have a shield too. Well, that spider's gonna have to get lucky with when I got an 18 armor class.
Okay, that sounds great. So you use your movement to move around it and stand in front of her. And then go ahead and make your attack for your attack turn. For your first action.
That's an 18.
18. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, it definitely hits it.
Roll your damage.
Yeah, we haven't had any criticals, like natural 20s or anything yet.
Like today we only have like one critical. It's from detail too.
Yeah.
That's a 7 plus 6.
Ooh, nice.
Wow. Smash.
You realize we still have a horde of little spiders running around.
Sorry, I'm doing math in my head and it's not working because I have a bit of a headache, so give me a second.
7 plus 6 is 13.
Oh, thank you. It looks really hurt. You bring your shillelagh down on it and you knock out several of its legs, and it's like kind of like just barely keeping itself up on a couple legs now. Alright. And that's it for your turn. Detail. Okay. Great. Next up is Ayla. It's your turn. Where's Valley?
Ribbon and I both had the same number.
Yeah, but you had a higher dexterity bonus.
Oh. I'm gonna try to bring my sword down on top of that thing.
Okay. Go for it.
Uh, 4 plus 5 is 9. I didn't make it.
No, but we still have some rerolls, right? Can everybody use them? The rerolls? I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, do you see the box right behind? Where is that right behind?
Yeah. So we have
right
20
behind detail.
rerolls if you want to use one.
Yeah, just click on the
Ayla.
box once and then reroll. Welcome back, Lemmy.
Welcome back, Grim. Is that what you want to do, Ayla?
You want to reroll, Ada?
I gotta pay, right?
No, we still got 20
No.
rerolls left.
Yeah, we still have a ton left, so...
Okay, well, it doesn't.
Like 20.
It's not saying anything for
Yeah, just go ahead and roll again. I will remove the thing from it. I just wanted to confirm before you did it.
Yeah. Watch me roll worse. 5. So now I got a 10.
It still just misses. Just misses.
Didn't
Do you
really
want to
help.
move at all?
I'm backing
Still have
away.
movement. Okay. I'll see you can move past Bo if you want
I
at
can't click
half your
on.
movement speed. There you go. And Riven, it's your turn.
I just kind of decided that Val don't like spiders.
That's fine. That's great character building.
I think they're really big.
Bone spiders, yeah.
If the babies wouldn't be, but I think someone needs to throw flaming liquid and burn the little ones.
On it.
You only see the bone spider right now. You haven't seen the group of spiders yet. I don't know why my texture didn't set for this.
I thought we heard the bursting noise as all the little ones came out.
The people closest to it, but you guys are far in the back.
Well, I'm used to playing a ranger, and they have a enemy that they hate.
What is going on with this? So weird.
It's still being itself.
Maybe
Yeah,
just rest
it's
out
not
another miniature. See if that helps.
Well, no, it's the image itself is not, like, if I look at the texture, it's gray in my inventory.
Oh.
What, the baby spooters?
The upload, yeah.
Yeah, I know the baby spooters piece is all gray.
Yeah, it's
picture on it.
not working. Wait, I'm just going to save it in Paint and then re-upload it and see if that might help.
Of the baby spooters.
Or you can play with the number on the spider thingy. So just horizontal scale.
Put the spooter texture on there and then give it multiple repeats.
Yeah.
Oh, that did it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that fixed it. Alright, hold on. There we go. It was the upload, it wasn't uploading right. I got it.
Now it just has to Those aren't bonies, though.
That looks terrifying.
That looks worse than the bony spooter.
The bone one actually looks good. Oh my god, this one is
So
terrifying.
you're gonna, okay. So you move up towards the bone spider. Are you gonna attack it, Riven? Okay, go for it. Go ahead and roll your attack. You see this large bone-like spider that has only a few limbs left.
May as well chop up a.
I'm not sure if it was actually a spider.
It's just a skull.
Yeah.
With 2 legs left, with a couple legs left that it can drag itself around with.
That's a 16. Plus something.
Nice, that hits.
Nice. Shatter it!
Damage. Yeah, I think, detail after this, I think we're gonna take a break because they're only like halfway through.
Yeah, it's kind of coming up on midnight for me.
Yeah, just may as well.
It's just a little after 11 p.m. here.
We could always pick this up at another date if you want.
Yeah.
Which day would you like it to be, Kid?
Let me see.
Yeah, Kid's got a bit of fever today.
Yeah, I haven't been feeling too hot. We could probably do it Tuesday in the noon time. Let me just check my work schedule and make sure I don't have anything crazy that day. Yeah, should be good if you want to do it on the 28th at like 1 o'clock.
Okay.
You can pause here.
I don't have answer fuss at me.
Let me have a
Riven,
look.
you definitely kill the spider. I do want to just finish on that note, is that you smash the skull pieces. It's multiple fragments. And he's this like silvery web, like almost like, you know, when you squirt those little silly strings comes out of its butt.
Oh.
As it dies. I will leave the last remaining spiders. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this so we can start on a no mid attack thing. Everybody roll d20 for me.
Can I just say that burn them all?
Huh?
Can I just say that use my burning hand to burn them all?
Yeah.
14.
Roll whatever attack you want to roll.
Yeah.
And
may as
add
well.
your attack bonus.
19.
Add your attack bonuses to it.
That made it 19.
I got an
Yep.
8. It's a terrible roll.
I heard you, Ayla. 18, 19. Okay.
I'm just
Squish
gonna
this
go ahead and
baby
roll for
spider.
Remy when he's not back.
Okay. I thought he came back, but I'm not sure.
Okay, that's a terrible roll too. That's a 9. Sorry, man.
Maybe you shouldn't roll for anybody.
Yeah, maybe
Let someone else roll for him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for him, Ayla. I'll give him the extra roll.
Wait,
15.
the details.
Okay,
go?
cool.
I think that's a better roll for him.
Detail,
Yeah,
did
definitely.
you roll?
Thing? They
Or did he
left?
bounce?
Detail poofied.
Yeah, he poofed. Somebody roll for detail. Yeah. Oh, Remnant, you're back. Did you roll, Remnant? Someone rolled for you, so.
Well, you can make that roll for detail.
Yeah, we're just cross-rolling right now.
16 would be his bonus. So that's more than enough. So I will say consecutively you guys run into the room and just end up
Stomp-
just each individually
stomping all the baby
stomping
spiders.
and